Hi, I'm Debbie from Readings with Debbie, and thanks for clicking on this video. I have been reading cards for nearly 10 years, and I worked on a psychic line for a year, and that's where I really got a lot of experience in reading for other people. On this channel, I do lots of different card readings. There's going to be a mixture of relationship, work and life purpose, career, money, well-being, and also business readings, because I really want to help people to do what they love, to do what they're passionate about, and to get out of the 9-to-5 if you really hate it and do your own thing. I've also created an oracle card deck, the Business Oracle, for female entrepreneurs, which is going to be out at some point in the next few months. And please subscribe if you would like daily guidance as well as the more in-depth guidance. I post daily cards here as well, daily shorts. So if you subscribe, you'll see all of those as well. And I really hope that this reading resonates for you. And keep watching to choose your pile and then watch your in-depth guidance on your future business. You're probably here because you're either thinking of having a business or you already have a business, and would just like some guidance on how things are going to be over the next few months, even few years ahead. And so I've tried to do that in this reading. Having a business is often like being on a roller coaster. The highs are high and the lows can be quite low. So on this channel, my aim is to provide business guidance on all different areas. So if you're looking for business guidance, you're in the right place. I'm going to help you as much as I can. I also do private personalized readings. If you want to find out more about them, then look in the description and click on my website and it'll tell you everything about my readings. Yeah, enjoy the reading. This reading is for people that haven't started a business yet but would like to. And it's also for people that already have a business and are just looking for some guidance on the future and how things are going to work out. So it's suitable for you at whatever stage you're at. And if you've never done a pick a card reading before, then basically it's a case of looking at these cards here and choosing one of those, and that will tell you which pile is going to be relevant for you. So pile 1, we've got the pink Aragonite. Then pile 2, we've got the Labradorite. Pile 3, the Citrine. And pile 4, the Selenite, which has been dyed to make it look pretty. And yes, so look at those crystals. Immediately pick with your gut feeling which one is speaking to you, and then that's going to be your pile. And then look in the description and go to the timestamps to get your guidance for your future business. Don't forget to like, please comment if it resonates with you. I love to hear your feedback, and obviously subscribe for future readings. So pick your card and let's get into the readings. So hello if you picked pile 1 and you would have gone for the pink Aragonite tower, which is just absolutely gorgeous. It looks like coconut ice if you ever had that as a kid. Pink Aragonite properties, it's good for patience, stability and peace, and it's a really good heart healing stone. So if that speaks to you, then it might be something that you need in your collection. So let's get into the reading. So I've used a few different decks here, so we're going to get really good all-round guidance. And we're going to start off with a deck called the Life Purpose Oracle. And the first card we got was Spiritual Teacher. So if you pick this pile, it's likely that you have spiritual gifts and talents. It could be that you were born with these, or this could be things that you've done courses on as you've got older and really become interested in spiritual tools and techniques for healing. The card says you heal with your classes, sessions and seminars. So this is saying that if you're not already doing it, it's likely you're going to be doing in-person sessions, online sessions, workshops. I also see you speaking at events as well. And this might be something that hasn't even been on your radar yet and might be a bit scary. But if you're watching this, I guess you're already into spiritual things, so it's not a huge leap to see you going into that kind of work. Basically, if you're seeing this, it means that you're a healer and you reach your audience with words. Words are very important for you, and they are a way that you help to heal people. So it could be that you create meditations, you could write blog posts or articles or books that help people to heal. Basically, you teach in a way that brings healing to your clients, readers, and listeners. And you even do this naturally with your family and friends. People will generally seek you out for guidance because you have that energy of somebody that's going to listen and understand. You've got this shining inner light and a trustworthy nature that signals to others that you're safe to go to for help and advice. This card normally comes out for people who are guided to this work because they're passionate about it. It's not even about the money or the recognition, even though, you know, that could come with that going forward with practice. It's like you're here to help people move forward with their lives. You can channel guidance, you can empower people, bring through information for them. You could even be a really natural card reader if you're not already doing it. But if you've picked this pile, then yeah, you're naturally gifted as a spiritual teacher, and that is your path in this lifetime. So our next card is creative expression. So basically, creativity does go hand in hand with business. You're not on a typical path where you're being given set tasks to do. You are setting the tasks. But it's likely that if you're seeing this, then you are a creative person. It might not be traditionally creative like painting. I think when we were growing up, we thought that creativity was painting, but obviously we know now that there's so many other aspects to creativity. Owning a business is a very creative pursuit. There's so many different aspects of business and so many different ways to get our business out there, and it really needs creativity to be able to do that. Obviously, we can be creative by doing photography, dancing, cooking, all sorts of different things that isn't just drawing and painting. But yeah, your soul longs to express itself creatively. It's likely that you might be feeling a bit stuck or blocked creatively right now, wherever you are on your business path. And to get unstuck, it's important to engage in some sort of creative activity just for the fun of it, basically. It doesn't need to be seen or heard by other people, this creative expression. And it's not necessarily something to do with your life purpose, but it's just the act of it. It's not necessarily the form of it that's important. And what that's going to do if you get creative is it's going to take your mind to a different place, and it's going to make it easier for you to hear guidance. Your mind's going to be occupied in different ways, and it's just a really good way to get unblocked or unstuck. Like, this could even mean just like doing a Lego kit, or you know, like thinking about the recipes that you want to cook this week and cooking something, or doing a vision board. It doesn't need to be some like big artwork, if you see what I mean. Basically, creative expression helps you to connect with source and your guides at a very high frequency. So while you're involved in this creative expression, you're going to receive really great ideas to do with your life purpose. And the guidance mentions playing music, sewing, making jewelry, arranging flowers, or whatever works for you. It's also important to do this very quickly, not to delay on this. Try not to be perfectionist about what creative expression that you take. Perfectionism can really block us creatively, and stop us from being artistic and creative. So just choose an activity, and it's really going to help with getting unstuck and with healing as well. Okay, so our third life purpose card, pile 1, is trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So what your guides are saying is your business going forward, it's going to take a really big amount of trust. And that's kind of goes without saying. To have a business does involve massive amounts of trust, faith and patience. You might be doing something that is quite different, something that hasn't really been done before, and there's no guidebook or rule book for that. So it's really easy in that situation to really question yourself, want to quit. But trust is going to be key to making your business dreams come true. It's very much about developing your intuition and realizing that your intuition, your gut feelings are going to be very important to you as you move forward. Your gut and your intuition kind of can give us nudges to move forward onto a path that's best for us. And it's important to listen to those, especially if you're in a situation that isn't good for you. Like if you feel like your business is going in the wrong direction and it's, you know, it needs to change direction. Or if you're in a job that you really hate, maybe doing your business on the side, or you've got a business but you've gone back into work and the work is making you just not feel good. So it's important to listen to that gut feeling and make changes. This is also relevant if you're thinking about doing training, learning more as well. If you're getting nudges to do that, it's important to do that at this time. To notice your feelings and intuition, it's important to get quiet and meditate, because otherwise it's quite difficult to properly listen to it. You can journal and ask yourself questions like, what do I really want and what's best for my life purpose? And then notice the emotions and the physical responses that happen for you. And it's just really important to trust your intuitive nudges and your gut, even if you don't really understand it or feel certain about what they mean. It's just important to acknowledge that if you're getting any guidance, even if it's something that you might not act on straight away, keep a note of it. And it's could be something that you need to do in a few months' time even. It's going to be really important for you to trust moving forward, because I get the feeling that you're going to be going into uncharted territory a bit. And there's probably going to be times where you're like, what the hell am I doing? People don't understand me. You know, like I feel like I'm just not being heard or listened to. So really developing that trust in yourself and in your guides and spiritual team is going to be key to your path going forward. Okay, so now we're going to go on to some Sacred Creators cards. And our first card is Shift the Way to New Potential. So this is a really positive card. It's talking about you going through big changes and transitions at the moment. It's confirmation that you are a light worker. You're somebody who's here to help people to heal and shift their consciousness. You have the natural traits of a leader that are needed to help people to move forward at this time. And, you know, a lot of people are starting to challenge old ways of thinking, especially after the pandemic. And they've really questioned like how they work and, you know, work-life balance and stuff like that. You've got the gifts, the skills and the voice. And if you're seeing this, it's important to really shift into living and breathing your purpose. It's important to take things up a notch, start putting yourself out there more. As a teacher, as a healer, you know, a lot of us on this path can have issues with visibility. We can have blocks around being seen as a healers. A lot of that's to do with past life stuff where we've been persecuted for our healing abilities. But this is really the time. 2024 is the year of the light worker, and a lot of people are finding it easier to step into their teaching path right now. It could be that you've been thinking about doing this, or you have been doing this spiritual teacher path for a while, but there could have been, it could have been like very slow for things to move forward. And the important thing is, if you make a shift now, then that is actually going to help other people to make the shift as well when they see you doing it. And, you know, because you're stepping into your power, and that helps people to remember who they are as well. You know, if you see a teacher that's doing really well and that person is resonating with you, then it's likely that you're seeing something in them that you have in yourself. And it's important to, it was mentioned in one of the previous cards, but to focus on service, to focus on helping people, take the focus off you in those stressful times, and that will help, because we can just get caught up in our own stuff. But remember to put the focus back on the people you want to help. The thing that you're here to do is to solve a problem for others. So, and helping them shift. So that's why it's important to keep going back to your why, and that can evolve over time, obviously, because as you learn, you'll be able to teach more things as you go on. And it might be that you felt the call to make a shift or step up, but you're still holding back. And it's important then to really look at the reasons why you're holding back. Write them down, kind of look into why it's happening and what you can do to remove those blocks. And it's really important to have patience as well. Even if the path up until now has been slow, patience is going to be key, because things are on such a roller coaster at the minute energetically. It's important to let go of other people's expectations of you, especially if you're going to be doing things that other people don't understand, and really dive deeper into uncovering what your highest potential is at this time as well. You might be guided towards new courses, new trainings, which will be a good thing for you to do at this time, if you're being guided to that, especially if it's going to allow you to help people more and help people to shift into a higher state of consciousness, if that makes sense. Okay, our second card from this deck is Celebrate Your Wins. Now, some people are better at this than others. On the card, we've got like a cockerel there, which obviously crows a lot. And this card is just reminding you that as you go on this business path, it's really important to celebrate even the really small steps that you take. A lot of people only celebrate the really big achievements that we have, but if you struggle, with anxiety or anything like that, which is quite common if you're highly sensitive, then sometimes, just getting out of bed and doing one task can be a massive win, even if compared to other things, it doesn't feel like that. So this card is reminding you, as you go forward, it's really important to celebrate your achievements, no matter how big. Just be aware of that going into the ego too much, because I think that can put people off if we get boastful. But a lot of spiritual business owners probably struggle with this because we don't naturally boast. If you compare it to traditional business owners on something like LinkedIn, they're pretty good at it. And it's not about becoming them and kind of going into that energy, but it is about maybe putting posts out saying what you've achieved every so often. And, you know, this can help inspire other people to move forward as well. It might be a good time right now to make a list of everything you've achieved. It could be in your life, it could be in the past year, it could be in your business if you already have one. Could be skills that you've learned from jobs if you're thinking about a business and what you can take forward. It's really about learning to accept compliments as well, because often it's easy to bat those away. So work on that, work on accepting praise. It's really important, and being able to feel really proud of yourself. And that you deserve positive attention. You deserve for people to see your skills and talents, to see your business, you know, to attract your ideal clients, not to hide away and expect people to just find you, you know. It's a good time now to celebrate, you know, have a party for no reason. By writing down our achievements, we can see the progress we've made, because it's too easy to think about what hasn't worked in the past or what might not be working right now. And then we just can't see the good stuff. And it's talking about how can you communicate your triumphs to others? Do you invite them to be involved in the celebration? You could, if you're opening a business, you could have a launch party for it. You know, if your business has had a birthday recently, you could do an event for it. You know, there's always something to celebrate, and by doing that you can create extra attention for your business as well. It's absolutely fine to honestly and enthusiastically share your wins to bring you more of the same. It's like a law of attraction thing. And yeah, the guidance says, have you ever thrown yourself a party? And what would close friends and family say your best qualities are? And ask people as well, especially if you're not feeling great. You know, it's good to be reminded of our talents, you know, what people think is great about us. It's so easy to feel down with the way the world is right now, and it can really impact us. So there's nothing wrong with asking people what they think is great about you. Okay, so our third card from this deck is called the Good Kind. So this card is about the words in the title. It's about goodness and kindness. And it's talking about the fact that we need to remember to be kind to ourselves when things are difficult. And it can really help as well to do random acts of kindness for others when we're kind of struggling or getting too stressed out and anxious, because it takes the attention off us and puts it on to somebody else. And often we feel good for doing something nice for somebody else as well. If we go back to those things, then the energy of them will cut through your worries and lead you as you do the work. Often by helping others, we get a massive energetic upgrade, and we can undervalue doing these things for the people. It's important to seek out simple joys if you're struggling. It's important to unplug and do something because it's the right thing to do and not because of what you will gain, which is going back to helping others. This goes back to the fact that you're a really good listener and you can see people's potential. You can witness people without judging them too much. And society doesn't really value these gestures all the time, but it's saying genuine goodwill and selflessness will open the most rewarding doors. So it could just be simply helping somebody else that would lift you out of a funk. And how can you shift the focus from the more complicated aspects of business to something that's more simple? So that's a good thing to do if things are feeling really tricky and difficult, just to distract yourself with something that's quite simple and easy to achieve and makes you feel better quickly. So keep remembering to go back to goodness and kindness when things get stressful on your path ahead. Okay, so our next card is Brave. So this is just a reminder to have courage, which is obviously needed in business. You know, often we're doing things differently. We're doing things that not many people have done before, and that can be quite scary and intimidating, and we can often question it. So this is just a reminder that you are brave, you are courageous. We've got the Joan of Arc energy here. She's got the armor on, the sword, and Joan of Arc's often portrayed in Oracle and Tarot for the strength card, the bravery card, because of you know, how she led the army in France and then was burnt at the stake. So this is a reminder that this is you at your core. You're brave, and even when you're not feeling it, you can summon this up and remind yourself about what you've got through in the past, and that will be able to help you move through difficult times. So brave is when you do the thing you were born to do, even though it feels like it doesn't fit the beliefs and expectations of others. It's knowing when a bold move is needed. It's always going to feel easier to stay in your comfort zone, but at what cost is that to you? And often it's about being authentic and vulnerable, speaking your truth, and it might not be what others want to hear, but you speak it anyway. Brave is saying no without apology, trusting your heart, and knowing when to take a risk and choosing yourself. Bravery is often thought of as daring to make a bold move like Joan of Arc did. But often the brave thing to do is rebel against the shoulds, choose yourself and live in total alignment with your heart. What would that look like for you? Place your hand on your heart and say that you're brave. Repeat it a few times and let the words vibrate through your body. And trusting yourself and trusting your connection to your guides is actually a really brave thing to do as well. You know, like a lot of people would still laugh at the idea, or, you know, they kind of think that we're a bit crazy to have those beliefs, but they actually help us to survive and thrive, actually. So that's just a reminder of your bravery and that you can do this. And then we have the card of perfect timing, which I love this card. We've got the angel here. There's an egg timer there signifying time, and we've got the rainbows going through that. And when this card comes out, it's basically saying that things are happening in perfect timing, things are happening in divine timing, and everything is as it should be. And that can be really hard to hear if you feel like you should be further ahead than you are. And basically, this is just a reminder that everything is it's meant to be, and to stop beating yourself up if you're not further ahead than you are. That's happening for a reason. Yeah, and it can also mean it's the perfect time to take a step forward, to make a move, to take a risk if you're thinking about doing that. Move forward with confidence. Don't delay, because an energy gateway is opening up for you. Even if you don't feel prepared, you actually are. This could be something like starting a new business or shifting your business in a different direction. They're saying, your guides are saying that it's perfect, the perfect time to do that. And I feel like if you listen to your guidance, you are going to do things at the right time going forward. So yeah, that's a really positive card. Next, we have the card of light. So this is just reminding you that you are a light worker. You are here to shine your light and help other people by doing that. It's important not to take things too seriously as well. I think as highly sensitives on this path, we can take things too seriously. We can take things to heart and let things get us down. But it's important to find laughter, find the bright side of things. But it is time for you to shine and remember who you are and where you came from right now. Even though this reading's about your future business, there's a lot of guidance in here about what to do now. It's also a good time to get rid of anything that's lowering your vibration, lowering your light. So this could just be as simple as like decluttering your house, getting rid of stuff that you don't love or use, and getting rid of any emotional clutter that's going on as well. If there's people around you that are bringing you down, then really limit the amount of time that you're around them if possible. And yeah, just clear things out to make space for you to shine even brighter. And your affirmation is, my light radiates through my life and the world around me. So just confirmation that this is your natural energy, your natural essence, and people really need your light at this time. And then finally, we have got the card of balance and flow. So I think this is reminding you that it's going to be super important for you to prioritize self-care on your business journey. The card is showing a woman in a yoga pose next to the sea. Obviously, yoga being an amazing thing to do to stay in balance, and as well being in nature. They're also saying there's a need for you to have more balance and flow in your life at the moment. It's essential for achieving fulfillment and happiness, because when you're in harmony, mind, body and soul, our abundance flows much easier than when we're not. It's important to reflect deeply in all areas of your life to see where there might be any imbalance and blockage. These blockages can impact many areas of our lives. Relationship issues can also impact on money and health. So issues in one area of our life can impact on other areas. So it's important to look at your experience as a whole and tune in to where there's struggle, upheaval and challenge. It's important to identify what drains your energy and let it go. So, you know, this is general guidance really, isn't it? We all need to really prioritize this, but I feel like especially for you, Pile 1, it's going to be key for you to keep prioritizing your self-care all the way through your business journey. Try not to, you know, let it drop away for weeks or months on end and then go back to it when you're like really burnt out. Just try and keep it up, and then it'll avoid burnout. You've got the gifts and talents to be the spiritual teacher. You've got the creativity. You've got the courage there as well. The ability to keep trusting as you move forward. So as long as you do whatever you can to stay in balance, I feel like everything's going to turn out absolutely great. I just want to pull a crystal card for you as well, to get you a crystal that you could use to help with your business going forward. So I'm just going to do that now. So we got the card Amazonite for you, that's going to help you to take your business forward. Amazonite is all about truth, revelation, the evolution and natural flow of events. So linking into that flow card there. And it's very much about trust as well. So it links into the trust card. So it says that the universe is unfolding a plan for you so much more brilliant than you can imagine. An Amazonite crystal is here to help you trust in the process and flow of revelation. Some things are going to be disclosed that may shake you up, but it's for your highest good, so pay attention and go with it. The universe prefers you to learn your lessons without suffering. If you allow situations to evolve instead of trying to control them, you will see that much wisdom is being made available to you right now. You're preparing for something awesome that you're already moving forward. Excitement and trust are in order. So I love that this card's jumped out and tied in with some of the cards that have already come out. It's talking about letting go of old patterns, especially as a new potential future is revealing itself to you. You need to let go of the old and embrace the new. You are enough, but you still have growing to do to embrace what is unfolding, so pay attention to what is being disclosed. And it's all about letting go of control and letting life carry you forward. So again, linking into flow. Ask the universe to help you to be brave and enthusiastic as an unfamiliar map unfurls before you, and trust that the treasures will be revealed when you are ready. You're returning to your natural state of prosperity and abundance. So it could be that there's been a struggle going on financially that's going to come to an end if you just let go. Amazonite crystal is calling you to tread a path that will take you away from false beliefs about your potential. So it could be that you have all this inside you, but it's just the belief that you're going to be able to be who you want to be. And if you get this crystal Amazonite, it's going to help with the imposter syndrome of that. And if you meditate with Amazonite, it allows you to explore who you are at the deepest level. It helps you to figure out what's true for you at the core of your being, and asks you to own what you know as your truth with certainty and absolute confidence. So I really love that that's jumped out. I recommend getting yourself some Amazonite if that resonated with you. And if that resonated, I'd really love to hear about it in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more timeless readings. And remember that this is a general reading. I am available for business readings. This is even if you don't have a business yet, or if you have a business and just want some guidance at this time. And all the information about my readings is in the video description and links to my website. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, if you picked pile 2, thank you for clicking on this reading. I really hope that it helps. And if you picked pile 2, you would have picked the gorgeous Labradorite crystal there with that amazing flash. It's often called the Northern Lights crystal. And Labradorite is all about transformation. And it's a really good stone to have if you are going through big transitions and changes. It's quite a magical crystal as well. It helps you to awaken to the magic within. And synchronicity. So let's have a look at your cards, pile 2. So the first card that we have from the Life Purpose deck is Healer. So if you're seeing this, this is saying to you that you are a natural healer. You have got the gift of healing, and you are here to help people to move forward emotionally, physically, spiritually. And that is a big part of your purpose. Now, here in the photo, we've got, it looks like a medic with the angel wings, but so it could be that you're a healer in a more traditional sense, or it could be that this means you're a healer in a more spiritual sense as well. So pile 2, if you're seeing this, this is validating that you are a healer. You might be very clear in this. You might be quite far down the path of being a healer and doing that work, or you could have an inkling that's you and be heading towards that as a business, or it could be that this is kind of news for you, but it's probably something that might have crossed your mind because you're compassionate, you're a good listener, you're sensitive and intuitive. So those qualities mean that you would be great as a healer, basically. You would have all the right qualities for the job. If you're seeing this, you probably have done some work towards towards being a healer. You might have done courses, that kind of thing. It might be that you are an experienced healer, but you may be feeling guided towards a new healing modality at this time, which I feel is going to be really enjoyable and bring you new clients. You've probably had many past lives devoted to healing work as well. You know, years ago, healers were given the name witch, which is quite a derogatory term, but these would have been women and men who were like using herbs and you know, things that you would find in your kitchen to heal, make tinctures and potions, that kind of thing. So you have probably had past lives as that. And even if you haven't been doing this as a business, it's likely that you've been doing healing work in other ways. It's really important for you to trust your intuition and your feelings as you go down this path as a healer. And I find that people on this path are always taking courses and learning new healing modalities as well. So it might be important, it might be a good time to look at different courses that are out there right now. There might be some new therapy practices that are out that could reinvigorate your business if you give them a go. And it's really important, if you're seeing this card, that you need to take really good care of yourself. If you're a healer, you've got to have good self-care because you're giving out so much to other people. It's important to have a healthy diet, exercise and lifestyle, and really have strong boundaries when it comes to other people as well. Be able to say no, to avoid overgiving, knowing who to spend your time around, that kind of thing. It's easy to give too much. When I was a massage therapist, often my sessions would go on for way longer than they needed to be until I stuck to timings because I realized I was giving too much. So important to learn how to practice giving and receiving. But by practicing a healthy lifestyle yourself, you'll be able to inspire your clients to do similar things and look after themselves, which will keep them healthy, which is important. Okay, so our next card, we've got leadership. Okay, so as well as being a natural healer, you're a natural leader as well. This is great, obviously, if you want to have a business, or if you have a business, it's important to have leadership skills. Often we're working by ourselves, but it might be that you have a team of people that you need to manage and possess those skills that are needed to lead other people. But generally, business is about having good leadership skills of yourself, basically being able to juggle so many different things. Also be able to put yourself out there, be visible, show other people what you can do, not be scared and hang back, that kind of thing. Seek out speaking opportunities, all that kind of thing, to make sure that people know who you are and what you do. The guidance on the card is saying take charge of the situation, which is a bit of guidance for right now. So this is saying you're ready to be a leader. For me, this means stepping up and starting a business is the main guidance there, but this can also mean going into a new phase of your business where you are working with others and taking charge in situations. You might have seen situations around you recently where you thought that somebody should do something about it. Difficult things that are happening in the world, and that could be that it's up to you to get involved in that. A while back I got involved with animal rights stuff, and even though it was really difficult as a sensitive person to get involved in that, it was helpful because I felt like I was actually doing something about the situation, and it could be that you're in that position now. You might not feel prepared to be in a leadership role, but you are definitely ready, and ask your guides and angels to guide you through every step of the leadership path so you can have confidence and certainty going forward. It's really important at this time to meditate, listen to your guidance and ask for your steps forward. And remember that your leadership will inspire others to speak up and take charge of their lives. So that's been a common thread of both of these cards. You being a healer, showing people how to look after themselves, will inspire people to do that. You being a leader will inspire people to take charge of their lives as well. So really important for you to display that energy to other people at this time. And our third card here, we have freedom. Okay, I absolutely love it when this card comes out in a business reading, because it's telling me that you're on the right track to getting the freedom that you want. You may already have the freedom by having a business, but this could also mean that you need to create more time for yourself, because it's so easy having a business to burn out, to do too much, to be spinning too many plates. And then it can kind of feel like jobs we've had in the past. I love the imagery here. We've got the angel near the sea with the dolphins, giving a real sense of freedom. And the card says you're free to do what you choose. This could be, you could be breaking free of a job that you don't like to do your own thing. You could be creating more freedom in your life at this time. But this is also about letting go of the past, of blaming yourself for things that have happened in the past where maybe you limited your freedom or you allowed other people to do that. It's just about focusing on the future now and the fact that you can achieve this freedom that your soul is crying out for. You're not a victim of others. You have a choice in everything. You have a choice even in the situations where it feels like there's not much of a choice. There's still a choice. You don't need to wait for anybody else's permission to take charge of your life. Trust your feelings to guide you towards activities and your path, your career that's meaningful and fulfilling to you. I think a lot of the times in life we do things that don't fulfill us, and that can really chip away at our soul. So when we step into our path and our passion there, we naturally raise our vibration, and having that freedom to organize your day is just so good for the soul, and a reason why a lot of people do start their own business. So I'm loving these cards for you so far. Really positive, amazing qualities here. And it could be that your core values freedom, like me. Like for me, if I don't have this, my mental health drops quite significantly. The flip side of this is that if things are quiet in your business and you've got too much time on your hands, you can start to panic and worry. So it's important to stay in balance with that. But so far, so good. Then in our next deck, we have the Soul on Fire card. Now, this is all about passion. This is all about doing what lights you up. Again, linking into the Freedom card. And it might be that this is happening to you right now, that you're feeling that spark, you're feeling that enthusiasm, that, to move forward. You're just feeling on fire generally. Things are moving forward. You're taking steps in your business. You're getting opportunities, that kind of thing. But this is the exact energy that is needed to attract all the things that you want in your business. As well, this card's all about having laser-like focus on your goal. It's having tunnel vision about what you want to create and achieve. Pursuing what sets your soul on fire. This is doing what you're obsessed with, what excites you, what fills you up. What makes you want to learn more and do more. And it's asking, are you in this state at the minute, or is that fire not there? It's easy to chase substitutes for your dream. It's easy to fall into doing things that are kind of satisfying, but they don't totally fill you up like you would if you went after your real dream. When you make the decision to really go for it, shifts can happen very quickly, because when your soul's on fire, this is magnetic, and it can help you to make huge changes in a really short time. And it says you've got everything you need to find this spark on your journey. How can you expand your current reality so it's big enough to house your dream? It's also saying if you have a business currently, then cut through the jargon and the marketing speak and really sell your passion and fire to your potential clients, and they'll really resonate with that. And also, if you can bring more enthusiasm to your goal and talk about it from a place of passion, what would you say? And again, you can bring that into your marketing as well, because your passion is going to be really infectious and help you to attract more clients to you. Then we have the Sacred Mirrors card. So this is all about the people around you, situations around you, and what they're reflecting back to you. This card talks about collaboration being really important for your business, working with other people, trying not to be isolated and doing the work by yourself too much, but collaboration is really going to push your business forward. We have mirrors all around us, which can give us messages and insights into our life. We often understand ourselves by seeing others. We see our similarities, we see our differences. They can often reflect back to us our true selves. This is especially true if there's people you admire. You might be slightly jealous of them. They might be further ahead than you. But if you're resonating with them and thinking that, then it's likely that they have skills and abilities that you have too, and they're just reflecting them back to you. So it's important to see them as inspiration instead of competition. Sometimes mirrors help us to see how unique we are because of what we're being shown by other people. Or when someone's thinking differently to us, we can understand ourselves more. Yeah, and sometimes mirrors can ignite things in us that we've forgotten, like what I said about the people you admire. You know, like, I would love to be that brave. I want to be that charismatic. Is it possible for me? Okay, and really pay attention to what these people and situations are showing you, because they're giving you solutions and ways forward. Think about the people that are around you. Do they make your life better? Do they raise your vibration or lower your vibration? And if they lower it, limit the amount of time you spend with them. And it's also talking about trying new things and taking risks by communicating in new ways. Allow your community to be a mirror and show you what works best. So this can go for if you're in like a community of spiritual people or on Facebook. What are they doing? What are they mirroring back to you? What's working for them? And you can use that as like kind of guidance on the way forward. But yeah, this is definitely a good time to find kindred spirits, find people you can collaborate with to move forwards, and that will be very fulfilling as well. And then we've got a card called Overthinking Can Spoil the Magic. So this might resonate with you immediately if you are an overthinker. If you're highly sensitive, then it is likely that you might overthink, because we tend to think deeply about lots of things, which can cause us anxiety and stress. But this card basically is the trust card, and it's about new beginnings, setting out on your own path, following your intuition and trusting the universe, beginning new projects, all of these like new start. It's kind of like the Fool card. It's card 0 in this deck. It's about taking action when you're feeling inspired, like the soul on fire. It's all about magical beginnings. And it's possible for us to block our own magic by overthinking. And often we just need to trust in the unknown and jump in. There's been plenty of times when I've jumped into self-employment from a job. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't, but it might be that you need to make a big move like that right now, if that feels right for you. And it's about trusting the divine timing and authenticity of what you're being shown and taking a big leap towards your dream. It might be that you're up leveling your skills at this time, taking courses to help you achieve what you want to achieve. And it's important to keep doing that at this time. So think about what new experiences are calling out for you. How can you be more spontaneous? And what's the worst that can happen if you just jumped into what you want to do? And what's the best that could happen? And really focus on what the positive could be, but obviously take a well-informed choice. I'm not advocating quitting your job and jumping into a business and leaving yourself short of money, because that's never fun. But it's just some guidance there to trust and go with your heart instead of your head as you go forward on your business journey. That's advice for no matter what stage you're at. Now we have a soul coaching card, and we have got the essence card. So I think this is meant to be a lotus flower, but this is talking about your essence, your energy, your true self. And it's really important that you find this essence at this time. Peel away everything that isn't truly you and let your authenticity and your true self shine. It's about getting to your source, your spiritual core, taking time to find that and living from your center, stopping doing things that don't give you joy, or finding ways to do things that give you more pleasure, and just getting back to that joyful essence, especially if you've been feeling stressed or depressed. Just doing things that's going to raise your vibration, feel better, and help you to move forward. But your true essence is really radiant, like this blooming flower here. It's important to be still as well when this card comes out, and only do what's important and let go of the rest as well. Stop overcomplicating things linking into this card here. Next, we have the card All-Seeing. We've got the woman here with the all-seeing eye, the third eye chakra very open, and the heart. It's kind of like Frida Kahlo vibes, I think, who was obviously massively creative, talented artist, and I think somebody that was really connected to her intuition and heart based on all the amazing things that she created. So this card's basically saying that you're starting to see things that you didn't see before. It's like your third eye chakra is being opened up at this time, and you're getting insights into new experiences and whole new ways of being. You're starting to see more about how the world works, how energy works. The veil is being lifted, so to speak. You're getting a lot of clarity at this time, and it's important to do third eye meditations and anything around healing the third eye chakra at this time, because you're a seer. You can see through the BS and the society crap that is fed to us about fitting into the system, you know, ticking all the boxes, getting the house, the car, like ticking everything off, and then you still feel unhappy. So we've got to figure out other ways of being. You're able to see synchronicities, messages, signs and symbols, and use them as insight. And that will happen more as you open your third eye. And you have amazing intuition. That's your oracle, basically. And it's all about trust as well. We're not always taught to trust what we see. And this card is a call to practice that. Especially what you're seeing maybe in meditations, any channeling you're getting, any visions you're getting. But yeah, I feel like they're saying as you go forward on your business journey, your third eye is going to be massively important. And it's important to keep on doing things that are going to keep that wide open. And also trusting your heart and not buying into the crap that we're told about how to live in society, and really striking out and trusting your intuition and doing things differently is going to be key for you. Then we have an interesting angel answers card. We have within the next few months. So this deck can give time frames. So this is really interesting because this is telling me that you're going to have big shift happen within the next few months. So within the next few months, what you're asking about is going to occur. So that could be transition into business, leveling up in your business, a whole new direction in your business. This is clear guidance and a clear time frame that this is going to happen in the next few months. It's talking about divine timing and being aware of that and not trying to push or force things. It says that other people's free will choices are also involved. So we can't really do much about what other people decide in some circumstances. So it's important to keep the faith while all the puzzle pieces come together and the situation resolves itself beautifully. So that is really positive. If you're really looking for some change, it is going to be happening soon. And then we have the card of renew and relax. So I feel like your guides are saying that obviously it goes without saying that self-care is important on the business journey. We can get quite out of balance. We can get burnt out. Obviously in this card, we've got the woman in the beautiful waterfall with the flowers and the key in the water, which I think is saying that the key to your business journey is making sure that you stay in balance. You might really resonate with that imagery. This could be something that you do regularly, like outdoor swimming, or you might like to visit water, rivers, the beach, the sea, waterfalls. I feel like being near water would be really good for you to help you stay in balance on your business journey. It's also talking about recognizing when you need to refuel and nourish your spirit and your soul without guilt. There's a real need for you to relax and renew at this time as well, so you can recalibrate and center. To be able to feel in a high vibration, productive and happy, it means that you need to rest as well. It's not just about the working. Obviously, we have the urge to be busy and fill our time with tasks and actions, and we can feel pressures from society that can create anxiety and overwhelm. In our society, rest and relaxation aren't seen as worthy activities. It's all about taking action, and we can feel guilty if we rest, but without resting, we will experience burnout. And the question is, when was the last time you slowed down and switched off without mind chatter or guilt? It's important to look at any limiting beliefs you have around rest and take pleasure in the rest that you create. And this is, again, what I said, going to be key to your business journey, being able to recognize when you need this and doing this regularly, creating a routine of this and not just doing this when you're feeling burnt out and not great. And finally, I just want to pull you a crystal card, a crystal that's going to help you on your business journey. So can we get a crystal card for pile 2, please? Oh, powerful. So we've got Moldavite, which I think is one of the most powerful crystals around, basically, and it does not mess around. Moldavite's all about transformation, rebirth through fire, initiation, opening to new experiences, revitalization and renewal, which links into this card here. New doors opening, stepping out of the old and into a whole new self. It's an initiation that you're going through right now, and there's unexpected gifts coming in. It's about walking through a new door and being reborn, because you're going to be different once you've made a choice to say goodbye to the past. And this initiation, this rebirth, always involves tension and struggle. Remember that crystals can only form if there's pressure to change it. If you're feeling frustrated or uncomfortable at this time, relief is on the way. Focus on what is happening as a better tomorrow reveals itself. You're assured passage into a new life, so be ready for healing to take place. And this experience, this step forward on your business journey, is requiring a new you, a you that recognizes that you belong here and that you can let go of the old. You are so loved and the universe is so proud of you. The prosperity message, the appearance of this card of Moldavite is a sure sign that you're closing the door on the past and stepping into a new you. You won't be alone, and you'll have many signs that you have what you need and that your foundation is strong. You might feel shaky right now because you're in unknown territory, but you've passed the audition and you're ready to step into the life that you deserve. A bit about Moldavite. It's a green tektite thought to have formed when a meteorite crashed into the Czech Republic 14.8 million years ago. It brings forward massive transformation on all levels. It's not a stone, as I said, to play with or take lightly, and it's not recommended for anyone unwilling to step out of their comfort zone. When we engage with Moldavite, we need to buckle up because things are going to get interesting. So before you buy this crystal, be ready for the transformation it can bring. I had a Moldavite ring once and stuff started happening. So yeah, but if you're looking for big, quick change, obviously we had that within the next few months card, but this could be a crystal for you to get. I think it is on the expensive side, but that's to be expected if it's quite rare and really powerful. But thank you, part 2, for watching this. I really hope that resonated. And I think, yeah, you're in for some big changes very soon if you're not already going through it. And it seems, I really like where your path is headed. It's very exciting. It's very passionate. There's so much energy going on for you right now. And your business journey looks really, really bright going forwards. Thanks for listening. Please like and comment on this video if it resonated. Tell me what resonated. And please don't forget to subscribe so you can get notified about videos coming up. And remember that this is a general reading. I offer personalised readings for you and your business specifically, which include an action plan for the next 3 months. If you want to find out more about that, please look in the description on this video and check out my website for more information. But for now, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so hello pile 3 and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile 3, you might have been guided by the citrine crystal. And as you might know, citrine is a really good stone for prosperity and wealth. It's also a joy and happiness stone as well. It's a really good addition to your collection and really good if you have an altar. If you want to attract money, it's a good one to have. So I'm just going to put that there. And let's get started. So first of all, we have 3 cards from the Life Purpose Oracle. And let's have a look at what's come out for you. So we have the writing card. So if you've picked pile 3, it's likely that you are very good with words, and you may already be a writer in some respect, or this might be something that's kind of like a bit of a hidden talent and something that you haven't developed yet. But you definitely have natural gifts and talents around writing and the written word. The card says you heal, inspire, and teach and entertain with the words you write. On the card, we've got a woman busy in the activity of writing with an angel looking over her, kind of almost like guiding her hand. So in terms of your future business, I feel like writing will play a big part of it. Obviously, when we have a business, writing does play a big part. You've got your website, obviously, which is written, your social media posts, all of that, also known as copywriting because it's writing to sell. So if you're seeing this, I feel like this is something that you are naturally good at, and it's going to make your life way easier being in business because you're going to be able to do this well. You're going to be able to use words to heal people, to uplift, to inspire people. I also see you writing your own courses and online classes, master classes, that kind of thing, and you really enjoying doing that. Doing online courses is a great way to make passive income because you create the product and people can buy it while you're asleep. So it's a lot of work in the beginning, but then when it's done, you can be making money off that regularly. If you haven't really thought about writing as part of your future, then this is just a sign to consider it. And to get good at writing, it's really important to practice, to write every day. You could start off by journaling, having a blog, that kind of thing, but practice is really important. And also reading a lot makes you a much better writer. I used to be a copywriter, and that was just purely through practice. And writing blogs and just doing it over and over again, and that's what made me better. Remember that writing is an art and not a science. It can't be completely perfect, so it's important to let go of perfectionism and procrastination when it comes to writing and writing projects. If you are a perfectionist, then you can call upon Archangel Gabriel for confidence, clarity, motivation, and help with communication. You can also ask your guides to help you find publishing outlets for your writing projects. You can ask for their help and follow their intuitive guidance about getting your writing out there. If they say that most people have a book in them, but if you're seeing this, it's likely that you have. Remember, it's possible to self-publish as well as finding a publisher. Finding a publisher can hold a lot of people back. So nowadays, a lot of people publish on Amazon. That's what I did with my book, used Amazon for it. But yeah, there's definitely a future for you, and this is either part of your business or you actually making money as a writer going forward, which I've done, and it's really fulfilling and just a lovely thing to be able to do. Okay, so there's a definite theme of creativity with you. So next we've got the artist card. Okay, so you're a writer and you're also extremely creative and artistic. Now, it's important to remember, even though the card shows the angel with the easel, with the painting equipment, I think a lot of us think that, at school thought that art was just painting, and then if we weren't good at it, we wrote ourselves off as creative. It's important to remember that being creative, being artistic covers so many different things: dancing, cooking, photography, gardening, all sorts of different things. And it's likely that this is also part of your future business, as well as the writing. You know, nowadays we can create art on an iPad. There's software packages. We don't need to be the best painter. We can create art with materials we find in nature. There's all sorts of ways we can be an artist that don't involve doing traditional painting and drawing. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. It's also important to remember that creative expression is really good for self-care. So even if you aren't a traditional artist, then doing creative activities is really going to help you with your self-expression and staying in balance as well. It's like you've got this colourful inner world and a very artistic eye. You gravitate towards beautiful things, and it is an option for you to bring that into your future business. You'll feel fulfilled with work that helps you express your inner artist. It's important to take action steps with the creativity you've already got. If you had unlimited time and money, what type of creative work would you engage in? And your answer to that is an avenue that you could explore now. And by doing this creative work, it's going to open up a lot of your energy so you can experience more fulfillment, more happiness, more satisfaction. So it's important at this time to engage in something artistic, and it mentions an art course, jewelry making, sketching, dancing, sewing, and so forth. And it doesn't even mean, it's not even about you selling this thing, but it's definitely going to have a positive effect upon your well-being if you can step into this creative expression. And together with the writing card, the combination of those two tells me that you're very creative. And if you don't believe that yet, then going forward, it's important for you to explore and practice these things. I started writing when I was 30, didn't think that I was a writer beforehand, and it is possible to start at any age, the same with art. So I'm really loving your creative energy. And our third card we've got is Light and Love. So this is talking about your energy as a light worker. It says your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. And you can do that through the writing and the creative expression. You can lift people up with both of these creative pursuits. You yourself are like a channel for love and light in the universe. You have this ability to bring this healing energy through you. And you can create this with your prayers, visualizations, and intentions. And this is part of your life purpose. This is part of your business going forward. Okay. It might seem quite general and not specific, this card, but there's something about your prayers, like the angel here is praying. There's something about you praying and asking for help, sending light to certain situations. That means you're anchoring love and light on the earth, which is helping the planet to stay in a higher vibration that it would have been if you hadn't done that work. And it's important for you to keep doing that kind of work, to keep sending love and light to areas that need it, to the animals, to the planet, to the people that need it. That's like a really important job. You can also channel this in other ways. And this card is talking about you being a gifted healer. So that means that you could be doing energy work, Reiki, counseling, physical therapy, and you bring divine healing through the therapy that you do. And if you're not already doing this, don't worry about draining your energy, because there's an unlimited supply of this energy. This card also says if you're in a difficult situation right now, you can heal the present situation by applying love and light to it and everybody involved. Try and stay positive and hold loving thoughts and feelings about the situation, and the situation will improve as you do that. But the combination of these three, it's saying you're a healer, you're an artist, and you're a writer. And with those three skills and talents, I think your business is going to be amazing. So like those gifts in combination are so powerful. And there's so many things you can do with that, you know, like by combining those things. You know, you could write and design websites for spiritual businesses with the artistic element, the writing element, and the healing element involved. But we're going on to our Sacred Creators deck. So now we have Creator Water. Again, another creative card. You're just off the scale creative, I think, if you've picked this deck. This card is talking about using the energy of water in your future business. Water's very connected to the emotions and being in the flow, trusting your intuition. It's very cleansing, it's healing, and it's very much talking about your intuition being really important right now, and allowing it to help you to stay in balance, feeling fully into your emotions and allowing your emotions to help you heal the situation. And I feel in your future business, the element of water is going to be something, is going to be really important to you for staying in balance. Being near water, being in water, like that could be something that you're naturally attracted to anyway, or do regularly. It's very much about intuition over logic. So it's going to be about you trusting your gut feelings, and your heart over your head a lot in your future business, and doing things like cold water swimming safely, obviously, being in the sea, snorkeling, even at home, doing ritual baths, lots of Epsom salts, that kind of thing is all going to be really helpful to you. So yeah, water is going to be key in your future business in so many different forms, and as well as your intuition as well. Then we have the card of manifesting and doing. So this card is all about the law of attraction, making things happen, manifesting miracles. It says you're a creator soul, okay? Like we've already established that you're very creative, and it's your birthright to have your dream job, have your dream business, and manifest it. It doesn't need to take years, and it isn't only available for a few individuals. It is definitely available to you. You know, you've been given all of these gifts, so it's important to use them, to be consistent with what you're aiming towards, and aligning your thoughts with your desires. Allow it to be easy, and don't get caught up in looking at what everybody else is doing, or thinking that you don't know how to do this properly, how to move forward and have a business or succeed in business. You are naturally a good manifester. You can do this. When you put your energy in the right things, you're going to see massive movement forward. It's important for you at this time to speak your vision to life and tell people about what you want to manifest. I know it can be easy to want to keep that secret in case somebody steals your ideas, but often if we share a little bit of what we want, it can help hold us accountable as well. It mentions the importance of accountability partners to keep you on track, to keep you consistent. If you're creative, you might be like me and struggle with routine. So having people that you can have a conversation with every week, every month, maybe other business owners, is going to really help you move forward. And yeah, can you make an announcement right now that's going to help you inject energy into your plans? Can you tell people your intention, even if it's not the full dream or plan? Can you tell people about one step that you're going to make forward? And don't believe that this needs to be hard, this journey, and stop questioning your creative abilities. But yeah, it's going to be important to be consistent. I feel like that's the key for you. Consistency, routine, creating a strong foundation, and that's going to take you where you need to be. And then we have the card Change Maker, Make Waves. So this is just confirmation that you're here to do important work. You're here to do things differently, to create waves. You've got this activist energy, this warrior energy about you. There's something around activism here. It's likely that you are somebody that cares about the earth and animals, and you want to stand up for things. And it's like you've got this catalyst energy. You can inspire people to do things, to take action. It's like peaceful warrior energy, and you can really create big change. You need to start acting as if you have this energy. Stop doing things that you don't care about and start doing the things that you actually care about and want to make a difference in. You've got to honour your beliefs in your future business, put your energy behind the words, and speak very clearly and loudly about what you're passionate about. You've got to stand up for what you believe in. Any injustices that you see that upset you, use that as fuel, and put your energy into places that need it. It's going to be really important. Obviously, waves connects to the water card there. So there's 2 references to the water element. So I'm guessing that's probably something that you're very attracted to being around. Is there already a part of this work that you're doing and maybe you're being called forward to do even more of it? It's very much about activism here, which is another amazing gift to have alongside the other ones that we talked about. And maybe incorporating that into your business somehow is gonna be very powerful for you. Okay, now we have our soul coaching card, which is freedom. So this is telling me that freedom is a core value for you. It's like you need to run free like this horse. It could be that you've tried lots of different jobs and you've been frustrated because none of it's really worked out. And it's because your soul at a deep level needs to be doing its own thing. You need to be the kind of person that's in business, setting your own daily routine, creating your own future, your own path, all of that. And this is a very good sign as well that you're capable of creating this freedom in your life. And if you already have a business and freedom, you're capable of creating more of it going forward. This is just confirmation that you're not here to be ordinary, and you need to step outside limitations and boundaries, and you might have imposed these boundaries on yourself. Don't be trapped by the expectations of others. You have all these really unique skills, and it's likely that you're probably not going to be able to fit into a box with all these abilities. It mentions expressing yourself, which ties into this artist card. Dance, laugh, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. And it's very much about breaking free and boundless. The affirmation is boundless freedom surges through me. So it might be that you're breaking free of the 9-to-5 at this time. You could have a business already and choosing to maybe be a nomad and travel and work, like change your daily routine up and have more freedom like that. But it's a really positive card, and I'm not surprised that it's come out for you, because I just think it would be very hard for you to stick to other people's rules, because you're here to do so much more than that. And your angel answers card is ask for help from others. So if you're a creative, it's easy to spend a lot of time working in isolation, creating. Often it isn't something that we do collectively, but I feel like your guides are saying that collaboration is going to be important for you. And also delegation as well, especially if you've got a lot of work on. Think about getting a cleaner or an accountant, or delegating the business jobs that you're not massively keen on. That's going to really help you to stay in balance and raise your vibration as well. It's telling you you don't have to do everything on your own. It's important to ask others to lend a hand, because this increases your chance for future success, and it helps your plans to move forward, especially if you are trying to create this business but you've got responsibilities and so many other things pulling at you to do. Then, you know, who else can help you with the day-to-day tasks so you can spend more time on your business? The help you receive may be important information provided by people who have been there and done it. So ask other business owners or people that are doing what you want to do to explain how they did it. You know, people are usually willing to help, so don't forget to do that. Again, it's about being in balance. The stress of doing too much can create physical and emotional health challenges. This may be something you've already experienced, so it's important to surround yourself with loving friends and family who can lighten your load, and you're going to that's going to make such a huge difference for you going forward. We also have the Courage card, which goes without saying that you need in business to step out of the security of a 9-to-5 job is quite scary, especially if that's all we've ever known. And it just take like a huge amount of courage to just keep going and keep believing in yourself and what you're doing. It's saying that for what you want to do, your dreams, it's going to take a lot of courage and a lot of trusting yourself and the universe. It's about cultivating a fierce trust in your guides, in source, in all of that type of thing. So when you're called to stand up and act and make a bold move, do something you've never done before, make a difficult decision, you'll have the courage to trust yourself no matter what lies ahead. And this isn't about being brave and going into a situation blind. It's about loving yourself, trusting yourself, and choosing the right direction for you first before your community and the collective. So I feel like it might be easy for you to put a lot of other people first, but it's going to be important for you to change that around and put yourself first before you help others. It's really important for you to stay grounded, connected to nature as well. What you've been through in life has given you this courage, and that's going to stand you. It's going to help you so much in terms of your future business and for what you're going to be asked to do. I feel like there's going to be a lot of speaking up and being in the spotlight, and that is challenging, you know, especially if it doesn't come naturally to us. So this is really positive because I feel like you've got this courage 100%. And then our Akashic record card, we have trauma and wounding. So I get the feeling that you've either done a lot of work on your trauma, or that is a path that you're going down. On the card, we have the woman on the swing. Her head is down. She's looking pretty wounded there, but we've got the butterflies around, which are a sign of change. Again, she's near the water there, so I feel like the water is massively healing for you and so important in your path going forward. It's going to be so important for you to identify and release trauma that keeps you stuck in old patterns for you, for your future business and to succeed. It might be that you're already doing this work, or you might be aware that there's wounding and trauma that needs to be healed as well. Trauma wounds are deep emotional cuts that lay trapped in part of your body and are the result of painful experiences such as rejection, betrayal, abandonment, humiliation, and injustice. And often when we have those wounds, our soul seeks out circumstances or people that reflect back the energy of that wound, so we get re-traumatized. It's important to figure out what your trauma triggers are and do healing work on them so you can release the trauma and begin to feel free, linking into that freedom. And there's different things you can do to heal soul wounds, past life regression, Akashic record healing, deeper counselling, all of those kind of things. yeah, so I feel like it's important for you to carry on doing that work, because it's linking in with you moving forward, healing, and being able to attract everything that you want. And if we have this trauma, sometimes it can be difficult to get to those places. So it's important to keep doing the work, the healing work on that. This card coming out as well is also a sign that I feel like you would be amazing at helping people work through trauma and wounding yourself. Maybe because you've already been there and done that. So this could be a big part of your future business as well. Using these gifts to help people to heal from trauma, PTSD, childhood trauma, all of those kind of things. I feel like you'll be naturally gifted at that. Okay, so we're towards the end. I'm just going to pull you a crystal card. Okay, so let's have a look at your crystal card. So pile 3, your crystal for your future business journey is Mukate Jasper, which is a really cool crystal with red, yellow, and blue in it. This crystal is great if you're going to take risks, adventure, you want new experiences, to explore unknown territory, and to claim personal power. So this sounds like an excellent crystal for business success. It's talking about the fact that you shouldn't take the safe road right now. Your soul is on a path of healing and wants you to experience more fulfillment and joy. Linking into this card. This crystal is here to tell you that life is meant to be lived, so be adventurous now. Don't hold back to protect yourself from getting hurt. This crystal's appeared to encourage you to take a leap, take a risk, and know that you have the universe as your ally. It has your back. Let go of worries and beliefs about challenges that await you if you dare to step out of your comfort zone. Risk-taking is needed now, and you are fully supported in saying no to playing it safe. The adventure before you is one of discovery, and there's so many gifts waiting for you. New ideas, new partners, new experiences, and new possibilities for achieving what you want. And it's a time to be bold. Your prosperity message is about adventure. Unfurl your sails and venture forth. Any risks you're tempted to take right now are calculated, because you're co-creating with the universe. It's talking about creating a healthy, balanced relationship with money and abundance, which might be unfamiliar for you if that's something that hasn't been the case before this. Let go of fears that have held you back and work with the universe that wants to give you a firm foundation of abundance. Okay, and finally, this crystal assists us in deepening our understanding and healing of old wounds by allowing us to review our experiences from a new perspective. This helps us to revise our old stories and recognize that everyone's doing the best they can with what they know at the time. This is an excellent stone to bring light and healing to the darkness of childhood wounds. So again, linking into this trauma and wounding card. So it's twofold, to help with the wounding and for the risk-taking and adventure. So I absolutely love that. I'm going to get that crystal myself because I think I need that. But pile 3, I really hope that resonated. You're so creative. You are here to make changes. You're here to experience as much freedom as possible. Just ask others for help. And yeah, I just think it's going to be great for you. But yeah, and thanks for watching this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, comment if it resonates. I'd really love to hear if it resonates. And remember that this is a generalized reading, and if you'd like a personalized reading, I do shorter and more in-depth ones at different price points to be affordable. And all the details on my readings are in the description below, and there's a link to my website as well if you want some detailed guidance. And my readings include an actionable business plan for the next 3 months as well, if you really want to get very clear on what you need to do next. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so our first card is, we have 3 life purpose cards, and card number 1 that jumped out for you is teaching. So this card is talking about inspiring young people, but I get the feeling that it's wider than that. I feel like you are a natural teacher and you could inspire people at any age to learn. It might be that you've had a teaching background and that's why that card's showing itself as well. But obviously it is showing somebody in a setting with younger people, younger children. So it's likely that you're really good with children generally, even if you haven't really had teaching experience. It could be that you might already be a teacher or be thinking about teaching, but it could be that you're here to do things differently, to teach different subjects to the usual curriculum, to teach outside of the system, if that makes sense in any way. It's likely that your teaching will include an aspect of spirituality, some sort of personal growth, self-development in that sense. So it's not like it's talking about traditional subjects. It's also talking about charity work and maybe working with young people in that sense as well. If you ask your guides to help you to see the best avenues that are going to allow you to reach out and teach people, they'll definitely help you with that. So just ask for assistance with that and see what guidance comes up like. I'm sure a while back people were teaching massage to kids in schools, that kind of thing. So I feel like there's loads of different ways to teach nowadays, apart from like the typical traditional settings. But you're definitely a naturally gifted teacher. The next card we have is bodywork. Bodywork is all about therapies that obviously involve the body. So the card mentions massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So you have a natural gift with this. It may be you've already done massage training or Reiki training. You could have taught things to do with exercise, physio, that kind of thing, but you've definitely got a natural skill with working with the body. It could be that you're being guided towards doing that kind of massage work, Reiki work, or you may already be doing that. And this is just confirmation of that and that you're on the right path. With these two coming out together, I feel like you would be really good at teaching this subject as well, teaching around massage therapies and Reiki healing as well. And in terms of business, people do that being self-employed, or obviously people work in healing centers, that kind of thing, doing this kind of work. So many places you could do this kind of work as well. It's also talking about using body work to heal yourself as well. So going for regular massage, going for energy healing as you move forward on your business journey. It's about self-care and looking after your body to avoid problems further down the line, to avoid burnout. If we look after ourselves, hopefully we'll avoid those things. But I definitely feel like there's something to do with massage, or maybe mixing massage with energy healing. It's almost like you've got healing hands. Has anybody ever said to you you've got healing hands? And this is a confirmation that you do. And it's really important for you, as I said, to take really good care of your own body if you're caring for others. I get the feeling you're naturally a giver, and I feel like you send positivity and healing to other people, but be sure to include yourself in that and take time for exercise, massage, and getting treatments as well. And there's guidance here around taking classes that you're interested in around that are healing modalities, learning different healing modalities. And it could be that you're attracted to learning a whole load of different things, which is absolutely fine and all relevant to you, like creating your own style of body work as well. But yeah, they are really great gifts to have, to be able to teach and do that body work. You know, like people are always looking to learn how to do new things. So if you can combine them, I feel like this could be a really successful business going forward. And then our third life purpose card is sensitivity. So I feel like your guides are saying that maybe recently at this time, you may have felt that you're becoming more sensitive, that your energy is shifting, that there's certain things that you can no longer tolerate. Maybe the news, maybe certain types of food, maybe alcohol. It's like the lower energy things are being slowly removed from your life so you can level up. And this can happen on a spiritual path. We can become more sensitive at points, and we need to make changes to make sure that we stay in balance. And I feel like this is going to be really helpful for your business as well. It's like you're going to be able to pick up on what people are feeling, be able to help people because of your like naturally intuitive sensitivity. It could be as well that you're working somewhere right now that's too harsh for you because you're becoming more sensitive. And if that's happening, it's time to make changes and act accordingly. Sometimes it is possible to heal a work environment if other people are willing to help you with that. And you could, if you're in that situation, you could be helping people to carry on in that situation if it's quite negative. But if somewhere is being really detrimental to you and really affecting you energetically, and it's possible for you to change it, then this would be a good time to do that. It's talking about the fact your interests and tastes have shifted recently, and things that used to interest you maybe no longer appeal to you. You're also getting more sensitive to the energies of other people who you spend time with, and obviously the places you go to. You need a gentle work environment with supportive co-workers and a freer way of doing things. And also, obviously, you need to do something you feel good about, that feels fulfilling to you and gives you meaning. But mostly when this card comes out in my readings, it's talking about a change of employment. So you're in a much gentler environment, which is just going to be much better for your energy. Sometimes it means making sacrifices if we change jobs and maybe move to doing something part-time from full-time, and there's less money in the interim, but your guides are saying that this is going to make you much happier, because you're just going to feel better about everything, even if it is like a decrease in money for the time being, because obviously as you go on and learn and progress business-wise, your ability to make more money increases. But there's definitely something around changing your environment right now, which is like going to really, really positively affect your energy if you do it, and it's going to be worth it. So yeah, really great gifts and qualities there that you have. So the first Sacred Creators card that we've got is a card called In Flow with Money, which is interesting because we just mentioned maybe shifts in that if you maybe work less, that kind of thing right now. This could be something that you're working on right now, your abundance mindset. You could be reading books or doing courses on this to try and overcome scarcity thinking or like a lack mindset. Most of us have money blocks and issues around money that have come from childhood or even past lives. All of us have money stories we tell ourselves, things we picked up from other people, subconscious beliefs. We have fear of success, that kind of stuff. So I feel like this is a big part of you, your journey going forward. And it could even be that your business helps people to create more of an abundance mindset and to be better with money. And a lot of the time it is about challenging our beliefs. Like we might have been brought up to think that only bad people have money, that we have to work really hard for money, and that money is the root of all evil. And obviously if we're thinking these things, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to attract what we want. So working on your abundance mindset and getting rid of lack beliefs is really, really crucial to having a business. And it's just, you could listen to, there's subliminals and meditations on YouTube for abundance. There's lots of books out there about abundance as well. Often our money mindset is a reflection of our own self-worth as well. So it's important to really believe deep down that you should be compensated for your amazing work. And if there's blocks to that, then it's time to dig into why those money blocks are happening, and really work on the abundance at this time to get yourself in the flow of prosperity, because that's going to help you to thrive, not just survive. But obviously in the beginning of business, things can be a bit difficult. It can take a while for people to get to know who you are and what you do. So obviously there's a need to be patient with that in the beginning. But I get the feeling your guides are saying, like, do the money work now. It's really going to pay off. And also there's something to do with you working with abundance mindset going forward and helping people with that. And hopefully that makes sense. Next, we have the card of accept and receive, which ties in with this money mindset law of attraction card quite well. So again, if there's issues, if you've had issues around money, abundance mindset, and there's money blocks there, then it may have been difficult for you to accept love and praise, accept your worth. And it's really time now, if you're seeing this, to fully accept and receive. You deserve all the praise and compliments. You deserve love from others, and you deserve support from the universe. And you are worthy of this. It's time to receive. And it's telling you that this is coming in for you right now, but it might not look the way that you expected it to do. It's important to look out for synchronicity and meetings with people who, you know, might be able to help you forward, might already be in business and help you to achieve what you want to achieve. And remember that if you accept an imperfect short-term situation, it's not the same for settling in the long haul. Sometimes, especially if you're changing your work environment, that kind of thing, and it's like less money, then that's obviously not going to be forever, but it's obviously a good trade-off for your energy not being depleted in a negative workplace. And it's important not to try and control everything, because we can kind of miss what the universe is sending to us. Be open to receiving alternatives to what you have asked for, and you could get things that are even better than you asked for. At this time, you could think about, what do you need to receive more of in your life? Are you allowing others to help you? And think about the kind of people that you would like to meet to get their advice on your business journey, on your future business, and maybe put it out there to the universe about meeting these people as well. Because I feel like that you would gain a lot from people and their experience and wisdom too. Might be that you could seek those people out. You might already know those people. So I feel like they're important to your future growth. And it's really important to believe in the value of what you offer as well. If you already have a business, it's like, we've really got to believe in what we are doing. We've really got to charge our worth, all those kind of things. And it can be challenging if things are quiet and it's difficult to get clients. But working on these things is just so important and really gonna help you to create more abundance, basically. And the fact that the two have come out together just makes me think that your guides really want you to work on this right now, and you're going to see really good positive forward movement because of that. And then our third Sacred Creators card is integrate your knowing. So your guides are saying that your business going forward, it's important to kind of look at what you're offering and maybe try and create a package. You might be offering too many things, and it's important to streamline this at this time. Or you could create a course out of the different aspects of what you're offering. We've got the fox here, which is usually seen as like a wise animal, like a symbol of like wisdom. It's like the fox has many traits. They're clever and cunning, instinctual, wise and creative. And you, like, this is you, like you have lots of different things, lots of different resources going on, and your guides are just kind of suggesting that you might integrate everything into one or fewer things. It says your wholeness will be more compelling than any one aspect of you. Your answer lies in adding your options together and making something new. You don't need to pick a single thing or niche or focus on one tiny aspect of who you are. It says it's important at this time to meditate, introspect, spend time alone to allow you to hear your guidance at this time. And just check in, like, are you happy with where you're headed? Are you satisfied? Are you fulfilled? And is there any aspects of yourself you're cutting off that need to be integrated into your plan forward? Yeah, it's important not to feel too isolated or alone as well in your business. It's important to collaborate with other people every so often, and avoid being too much of a hermit as well. That's extra guidance that goes with that card. But I feel like if you integrate a variety of different things, you'll create something that people are really wanting and are really attracted to, and will help a lot of people. Okay, so your soul coaching card is Radiance. So this is you. You are like the lighthouse, beaming out to the people that need your help. And this is your essence, basically. This is who you are. When you're living from this state, you don't need to struggle. You're shining really brightly and opportunities come to you. And even if you're not feeling this at the moment, you can transform your state by acting as if. You can kind of imagine yourself doing what you're want to do, and feel all those feelings. It might feel like it's pretending, but when you act like this sends a powerful sign to the universe and a powerful signal to your mind to uplift your emotional state. It's also mentioning just doing the basics, really, to feel better. Take a shower, clean clothes, walk in nature, soothing music. If you're feeling down or depressed, then doing those things are going to make you feel a bit better. This is you. This is your light. This is how powerful you are. So it's important to remember that even if things aren't great right now, that this is your potential. You're capable of doing this, and really making a difference in a lot of people's lives. So please remember that. Next, we have improving health. So again, it could be that you've just been in a difficult place, and this is a sign that things are going to improve for you. I think this is also a sign that you can help people to improve their health. Obviously, going back to the bodywork card there as well. And we've got an angel there with like the energy shifting up the body. It kind of reminds me of chakra healing too. But yeah, I feel like there's multiple meanings here, that your health is improving right now, and you can help people improve their health. I don't know if you know much about archangels, but Archangel Raphael is the one to call on about healing. So find out more about him if you don't know much about him. And it's also about making healthier choices in your life. So it could just be that you need to just have a few little shifts in your routine to feel better, and then move forward. It might be that you're feeling called to detox from things. You should follow that guidance. And by getting rid of doing unhealthy things in our lives, we raise our vibration and attract better things to us as well. Okay, so now we have a She Sirens card. And we have the card of Reverence. So we have like a goddess figure here, third eye open. And this could be any goddess, basically. Kali, Isis, Mother Mary. This card is basically saying to you that if you have a spiritual practice and worship gods and goddesses, that kind of thing, angels, all of that, then it's important for you to see yourself like you see them, and have deep reverence for yourself at this time. You know, often we put people or things on pedestals, but it's important for you to put yourself on a pedestal at this time. Often these goddesses have been misunderstood. There's been lies told about them. They've been, you know, like Mary Magdalene, like pushed underground, written out of the history books, but they still have an impact to this day. And it could be that you might have been through difficult times like that, and felt marginalized, disrespected, ignored. But those times are over, and you're going to be respected for what you do. And it's important to look at what's happened to them and the fact they're still around, and believe that for yourself. Take a really good look in the mirror and look at your reflection, and allow yourself to look deep into your eyes, and let there be the same reverence as there would be if you met your deity of choice in the reflection. So give yourself the same reverence that you would any god or goddess or angel or anyone that you worship or look up to. And I feel like that would really shift your energy at this time. And then our Akashic card, we've got growth and up level. Just going to move those up. This is a really positive card. It's showing somebody come out of like the darkness and going into a light-filled tunnel there. And when I see this card, it's talking about a time of growth and up level for you, which makes total sense because we had a lot of the abundance cards going on there. Your health improving, maybe changing your environment, all of that kind of thing. And it's mentioning the fact that when we're going through big changes and growth, it's usual to have a breakdown before a breakthrough. Okay, so we can go through really difficult times and then have a massive shift or leveling up. And usually that's just the way of transformation. So your guides are just saying, if you're going through that now, just have faith and trust and believe that you're heading in the right direction. You're in a period of transition from one level of evolution to the next. And this can feel really uncomfortable because often old lessons come back from the past and we can choose differently and make a different choice this time around. And self-awareness is really important right now if you want to graduate through the resistance your ego might create for you when you're leveling up. When this happens, really reconnect with your why if you lose motivation, and celebrate every tiny step forward, because the more you understand your up-leveling process, the more practice you become smashing through the walls and ceilings. Okay, so this is usually cyclical. It comes in when we're making a big jump forward. We get the discomfort and the challenges. So it's likely that you might be going through that. The fact that this has jumped out as well tells me that, again, you could potentially help people with this if you've been through this yourself as well, to get through these difficult transitions, leveling up, if that makes sense. And the mantra is, I am gentle with myself whilst I recalibrate and embody my new level. Okay. And now, finally, I'm just going to get a crystal card for you. So I'm going to ask for a crystal that is going to help you forward on your business journey. And let's just shuffle and find out what you get. We've got something really interesting that I haven't really seen before. Gemortierite. So I'm just going to pop that there. So this crystal is all about organisation, orderliness, clutter clearing, and list making. So that might already resonate with you in terms of what you know you need to do to move forward. It's very much about planning, making lists, and organising your thoughts as you move forward with your business. It's important to get your ideas down on paper, and this is going to help you structure plans that help you achieve fulfillment and healing. Okay. It's like you've got more mental discipline at this time, so it's important to get out your journal and write down your to-do list regularly. You'll feel stronger and more confident once you start working out your ideas on paper, and the energy is good for you right now to put everything together in a way that works for you. Okay. Commit to organising your ideas, because the universe wants you to know that you're better at this planning stuff than you might think. Your prosperity message. There's a lot of divine guidance coming in for you right now, and your ability to think through and plan how you will secure prosperity and build your prosperity is powerful right now. So that's why it's important to make lists, come up with strategies, and commit on paper to doing what you want to do. Know that your finances are not out of control simply because you do not have complete certainty about the situation, what you must do, or what lies ahead. You'll feel more confident in this knowledge today if you remember that divine order and divine timing is always working in your life. And so get organised to align with the flow of abundance that's available to you. So again, it was mentioned here. And then it says that Dumortierite works to open and clear the third eye and crown chakras. The stone is beneficial to use on days when you have brain fog and you need clarity. And when you meditate with it, it helps you to connect to source or the divine whilst facilitating psychic awareness as well. So I'm definitely going to get myself some of this because I am not a natural planner or organizer. And I love the colour of that stone. But Pal 4, I really hope that that reading was helpful, that it resonated. If it did, please like and comment in the comments to tell me how it resonated. I'd really love to get your feedback, and obviously subscribe to get a notification about my future readings. Remember that this is a general reading as well for anyone watching this video. If you would like more personalized business guidance, then I offer shorter and more in-depth readings, and you'll find the link to my website in the description if you want to find out more about them. You get an actionable business plan with your reading as well for the next 3 months. So I bring through guidance that's really easy to put into practice and help you to move forward quickly. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.